Eccentric turning, the versatile strategy for off-center machining, reliable in process, innovative, and extremely flexible. In this tutorial, as always, it's explained briefly, precisely, and in an easy-to-understand way. Producing eccentric turned parts is best achieved with the new SMTE cycle, eccentric turning. In the horizontal soft key bar, we press the extension button, then Additional Cycles, and select Eccentric Turning. In this short, pre-prepared program, the cycle has already been inserted in the way described. I open the cycle, and the first thing you notice is the three selection options on the right-hand side. Cylindrical, cylindrical with chamfer, cylindrical and conical with chamfer. We'll take a look at the third option now. As is typical for SINUMERIK, we begin by entering the safety clearance and the cutting parameters. Direction of rotation and speed are set. After that, you select whether to rough or finish. As usual, selecting external or internal machining is comfortable and self-explanatory. When defining the raw part diameter, you must choose between eccentricity and concentricity. And very importantly, whether a compensating movement of the tool should be carried out. After entering the Z0 start point, you enter the Z end point. Either incrementally or absolutely. If you choose absolute, don't forget the minus sign as the sign. Particularly worth highlighting is the choice of the base shape. You can choose between a circle, an ellipse, of course with all the parameters required to create an ellipse, a triangle, or a square. Next, the diameter of the eccentric is entered. The following field E defines the actual eccentricity and alpha 0 the start angle. X1 is the taper angle. FS1 is the first chamfer width and FS2 the second chamfer width. D defines the maximum depth in feed. Finally, UX describes the finishing allowance in the X direction and UZ in the Z direction. After we've learned how the technological part of the eccentric turning cycle is programmed, we'll take a look at the whole thing in Run My Virtual Machine's realistic machine room simulation. By pressing the Select button in the horizontal soft key bar, the program is selected for execution in automatic mode. The simulation starts by pressing Cycle Start, and you can clearly see the eccentric material removal on the workpiece blank. The eccentricity is created by the infeed and retraction movements of the individual axes of the lathe. When switching views, you can clearly see the eccentricity, the so-called off-center rotation. That's all on the topic of SMTE, eccentric turning. A simple but highly effective editing strategy for producing computationally intensive contours.